Hey guys, so I'm going to put a little bit of makeup on my face today. I really need a tinted moisturizer. I'm not in the mood for anything heavy on my face right now. So I don't know, maybe I'll use this MAC Studio Waterweight. I'm just not in the mood for a lot of foundation. I'm not really doing anything today. I'm just kind of like hanging out around the house. Alright, I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. And I'm not going to use any wax today. I think I'm just gonna put this straight on my eyebrows. I'm gonna find my. I really like this cup, but look at what I've done, and I really need to sort of thin this out a little bit. I end up shoving way too much in here, which is completely unnecessary. Here we go. My 263 brush. I'm probably not going to show much of this part because honestly, filling my eyebrows in takes forever. It has become probably my least favorite thing to do. That's a lie. Mascara is my all-time least favorite thing to do. Brows would be second. Oh my gosh, eyebrows, why? Why do they have to be so difficult? Do you guys like my earrings? My friend Claire sent me these all the way from Transylvania. I think they're pretty awesome. I like them. So I was thinking about something. Actually, I was going back and forth. Not going back and forth, but I commented on one of my YouTube posts. Somebody had... I don't remember how we got on the subject or how I got on the subject, but I was talking about how simplicity just doesn't exist anymore, really, when it comes to YouTube and applying makeup and things like that. Like, I feel like people are really, like, making it more complicated than it needs to be. I mean, I couldn't imagine if let's say I was completely brand new to makeup, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and head over to YouTube and see if I can find myself a tutorial so that I can learn how to put makeup on. Can you imagine how confused that person would be, or maybe even like sort of turned off to even doing makeup because they watch someone's video and they see all of the highlighting and contouring and the baking and all of these sort of like foreign things that are going on. Well, I knew I had a hair. And I said that that's something that I really appreciate about Sam from Pixie Woo. And even though I don't really watch Tanya anymore, that's something else that I appreciate about her is the fact that they really have been able to, in this like makeup madness, they really have been able to stick more with simplicity. And I appreciate that because I really do feel like a lot has just, it's kind of gotten out of hand. I couldn't imagine being new to makeup and trying to navigate through YouTube, you know, and trying to find somebody to relate to, somebody that's easy to understand. I feel bad for people who are, because depending on who they start watching first, because, you know, first impressions are lasting impressions, and so that person might think to themselves, oh my gosh, I have so much to learn because there's just so much to do when it comes to makeup. And it really doesn't have to be as complicated as a lot of people like to make it out to be. But that's just my opinion. I want to use this. My friend Beth, I always say that, my friend. Beth knows that I am really good at talking myself out of stuff. And I am. I'm really very good at talking myself out of things. If I can't buy something, you know, whether it's money or it's out of stock or a limited edition or something. Well, we can't say limited edition because once it sells out, it sells out. But anyway, if I want something and I talk about it and I talk about it and I talk about it, I'm like, man, I really would like that. I want to get that, blah, blah, blah. But I'm also the kind of person I like to touch things and see them in person. If I can't do that, 9 times out of 10, I will talk myself out of it and I won't buy it. That's what ended up happening with this eyeshadow. This is one of the Nars Hardwired eyeshadows. It's called Pygar. And Vanda one of Vanda's friends sent it to her and she wore it and I just thought it was absolutely lovely. And so then right away I was on this kick and I'm like, I really want to get that eyeshadow. I want to get it. Well, the Sephora by my house, they don't have the hardwired eyeshadows because they're in a JCPenney. So anyway, I talked myself out of it. Beth knew that and she ordered it for me. I really am a very sort of like, I can be a very like wishy-washy kind of person. You know, sometimes I have a hard time making up my mind when it comes to certain things I want. And my husband will do the same thing for me too. Like if we're out in a store and I see something that I like, but I'm just like, I don't really need that. He'll go and pick it up and take it to the register. You know, and I don't do that because I'm looking for, you know, people to buy me stuff. But I really just, I stop and think to myself, I don't know that I really need this, you know. So oh, why am I using this brush? Well, whatever. I really liked that eyeshadow, and it just looked beautiful on Vanda, and so, yeah, here it is. I stopped using this brush to put crease colors on because of that skipping that I'm getting, which I'm going to switch my brush, and I'm putting on a little bit of Saddle from MAC, which is my kind of go-to, it's my go-to crease color. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just starting with my crease here, but I don't know what I'm doing. I just decided to sit down and start filming. Sometimes I have a plan, most of the time I don't. And I don't want to do anything too dark, you know? Famous last words. You know what? I'm going to do something different. I'll be right back. Look what I'm going to use. I have used tape quite a few times now, and I think I got it. It's a little bit harder to put tape on my eye, though, because of that bone that sticks out. This bone right here. It makes everything sort of curve, so it's a little bit tricky getting this tape on, but I have managed to do it. So, all right, underneath the lashes. Now I have to be careful because my skin is a little more on the loose side now, and if you put the tape on too tight, it's going to kind of mess things up. So I just relax my eye when I put the tape on so that I don't get any bunching right here, because that has happened to me before. I've had bunching and it didn't work out too well. I think that's good. We'll see when I'm done. Sometimes the tape's uneven, so I'll have one side that's up a little higher than the other. Okay, now I'm going to use an angle brush, and I'm going to go into a little bit of carbon, and I'm going to make a wing. But it's going to be soft. This is going to be a soft wing. Now I'm going to put Pygar on. Isn't that so pretty? Here, let me... Oh, it's so shiny. I like that. All right. Let's do it. All right, so I think what I'm going to do now is just take a little bit of black. Ooh, there's so many things I could do to jack this up. I should have not started with the wing. Why didn't somebody stop me? All right, I'm going to use this e.l.f. brush. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take this e.l.f. brush with a little bit of black. And then I'm pulling up just a bit here. All right, I'm using a clean brush here. Just need to blend those edges out, and then I'm going to go into a little bit of Saddle and go right over the top of that. Oh, and this is a Real Techniques brush. This is the, I don't know, the name wore off. I think it's just a regular sort of eyeshadow brush. Alright, and then I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm just going to press a little bit of carbon in, and I'm pulling up. And then over here, just to blend this. And I'm going to go back in with a little bit of saddle. Alright, so basically that's it for the eyeballs. Not too difficult. I think what I'm going to do along just the sort of base of the wing there, I'm going to use a little bit of this. I got this NYC liquid liner. I'm going to use this, and I'm just going to go right along the base of my lashes. And then just up the wing. Because I do want it softer looking, but just right at the base of the lashes, I want it to be a little bit, well, I want it to be darker. Okay, I'm just going to take this off. So how do I do? There. I do have a little bit of cleanup over here, but overall I think it's pretty good, right? What do you guys think? Alright, I think I'm going to move on to the rest of my face and then come back to my eyes. So just a little bit of this Peter Thomas Roth under eye. Oh, see? That's why it's important to wipe your under eye area off. Alright, before I powder, I need to fix this wing over here. And for that, I am going to just take a little bit of Studio Fix concealer, or Studio Finish concealer on a 212 brush. And all I'm going to do is that right there. I think that's good. I'm just going to take a little bit of my RCMA powder and put that on. The only thing about this is it definitely does not keep my mascara from transferring to my lower, like right here. It doesn't keep it from transferring. What am I going to do? Oh, I am going to use a little bit of bronzer. And I know I use this all the time. Maybe I shouldn't use that because I use it so much. You know what? I'll use this. This is a Morphe bronzer palette that Vanda sent to me. I'm going to use, I think, this one right here. And this is a MAC 129 brush. Alright, I guess I'll use this. Martha sent me this. Martha, I think I told you guys, she bought the Jaclyn Hill face palette and she did not like it. So she asked me if I wanted it, so I said yes. I already have Champagne Pop because she already sent it to me. And so I think for highlight I'm going to use this Prosecco Pop, which is this one here. The packaging is really pretty, but it's not the best for trying to show people colors. For my inner corner highlight, I'm going to use Elegance from Feather River. Either. I'm going to pop this in here. Oh, that works out nicely, I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's a little too white. Yeah, I think it's a little too white. I'm going to go over it with Mary Luminizer from The Balm. Now I don't mind loads of inner corner highlight because it just makes my eyes look a little bit like bigger and further apart. So I don't mind like really sort of loading up on that. Alrighty, let's do this. Pain in the butt. lashes. I just use these cheapo ones. They're called J-Lash. I got these from a store down the street called Fred's. You all should know this, but just in case you don't, make sure the glue is good and tacky before you put them on, because otherwise they'll just slip everywhere. And then you get really super frustrated. And then you never want to try putting lashes on again. While I'm waiting for that to dry, I think I'm going to take a little bit of Pygar. I need to find a very small brush. And I think all I'm going to do is take a little bit and run it along my lower lash line. I'm not going to put anything dark down there. Look at how cute the mirror is. Alright, I'm going to go in and cover up the lash band with a little bit of that NYC liquid liner. Well, you want to know what stinks is I kind of lost some of the softness from the black eyeshadow that I used when I initially made my wing, because I just went over the lash band with the NYC liquid liner. So much for that. And I just put a little bit of my Nars Rue Bonaparte on my lower waterline. Alright, and then lips, I'm going to use a little bit of half red lip liner from MAC and Blankety. See how this goes. Alright, I think I like the lip, but I don't know if I like it with these eyes. Well, whatever, it's on. So all that is half red and Blankety. And then for the eyeballs. Oh my goodness, Pygar is so pretty! I kind of messed up my eyeliner, can you guys tell? But whatever. I mean, you know, sometimes you strive for perfection, it doesn't quite work out. If you're going out at night and you screw your eyeliner up, trust me, no one's going to notice. Well, I mean, I don't know, maybe nowadays everybody's so into makeup, they're probably like evaluating each other left and right, like, oh my god, your wing is off by 0.000 millimeter. I'm sure there's people out there like that, but whatever. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to the mailbox. That's where I'm going. But Pygar is so pretty. I like it. Anyway, I'm going to go. Let me know what you guys think. I didn't think it was too complicated. It's basically just Pygar, a little bit of black out here, and some saddle through the crease, right? If you struggle with your wing, you can do the same thing that I did with the tape. But I don't think it's that difficult. But I think it's a good going out look, right? So, alright guys, that's it. I'm going to go. Thanks so much for watching and hanging out with me. Have a great day, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye!